Hello there, and welcome to another glitched in-house event. One-offs, 60 cards from sets 1 through 11. I'm JJ Bone, and I'm joined here by Drew.
Hey, how we doing?
Very good, Drew. Good to have you here. We have our two seasoned members here. We got Gary on the bottom. He is playing blue, purple, steel. He is one of our veterans on the team. Really good Lorcana player, really good Magic player, and dabbling into Riftbound as well right now.
Yeah, and up top we got Kenny, another seasoned vet on the team. Looks like he's running blue, purple, and red. Got some spice in there that I can see already with that Maui hero to all. Kenny's was a great Yu-Gi-Oh player, fantastic Lorcana player, and also dabbling in the Riftbound now as well.
Yep.
It's going to be cool to see these two go against each other, the titans of the team, taking it all.
Yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait. This will be a really exciting matchup. Two of the veterans on the team. So gave him the go ahead, and let's get this thing started.
Let's go. Really interesting starting hands from what it seems on both sides.
Yep. And they have already mulliganed, and you could see that both do not have their two drop uh ramp, but
Looks like we got
Gary.
Stale on Kenny's side. We're going to be ramping up on his turn too.
Oh. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, yeah, you're right. He does have turn 2 ramp, and he is going first too.
Oh, yeah. So that's gonna play a part. Definitely gonna be able to ramp into those bigger plays earlier. I expect to see that Maui hero to all hit as soon as possible.
Yep. So let's there you go. Yep, turn 1, turn a box followers. We all know Kenny loves red purple. That was one of his staples. Oh, but then Gary draws a sale too. This is not fair. This is not
that
fair.
draw, that draw is broken.
And he has a how far I'll go too. All right, now let's see what Kenny's gonna do here. Kenny definitely is going to be sailing, if I'm not mistaken. It's just what is he gonna ink? I think he should ink the palace card, play the sail, and
I think
then
that's
play
what
the
he's gonna do.
popsicle. Oh, he decides to ink the popsicle.
Think
Interesting.
about
Maybe he's prioritizing the body.
Maybe. I can see that.
Oh, and he's not. Okay. Now will he pop it to draw? No, he won't, which he shouldn't. All right, inking a Lexington, playing the sail, and what is Gary gonna be inking here? That makes sense. Iago, Great Stone Dragon, and how far I'll go. Both ramping could be, he could ramp with it.
Hmm.
Now over at Kenny's
Let's see
side,
what Kenny's about to play down. Quest maybe pop Chernobog's now.
let's see. It could be. Yeah, he's thinking about it.
Yeah, it's
I
taking a
could
long time.
I could see, yeah, I could see, the benefits of doing it and not doing it. He does have a Diablo in hand that he can play if he decides not to, or he can ink one of these
It
cards.
looks like
Yeah,
he might
ink a
be
Let It
saying
Go.
not to pop the Chernobog.
Hmm.
Okay, putting that lore pressure down already with that 1/7 Queen's Castle.
Yep, but he doesn't know that there's a Sven in there
Yeah,
taking that out, so he kind of got punished for not popping it. And the Sven can deal with this Queen Castle in 2 turns too. So let's see here. Oh, drew an Elsa to take care of that Sven.
that's a nice draw off the top.
Yep. Now the question is, what is he going to ink? Is he going to ink the Mim or is he going to ink the Maui?
Oh, I might almost lean towards the Maui, inking that, playing down the Elsa. 'Cause then with the Mim, he can end up popping back the Elsa to get rid of the damage and then
Mhm.
replaying Elsa later on.
Yep. That's very sound. I do agree with you there. Well, let's see. This is a pretty big decision too on what to ink. Because remember, once you ink something, you're not seeing
Yep,
that
now
again.
we play the Elsa
Yep.
and then take out that spin. Like that was the play. Let me see what Gary has to answer.
Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen here. It's a little bit
A
of a
lot of
rough spot.
unevens in his hand.
Yep, as I was gonna say, a lot of and you gotta ink the friends, that hurts, so you know how much Gary loves that card. But you
Yeah.
just need to put the
Now
pressure out there,
one
yep.
more draw.
Okay, so drawing this, I'm not gonna pronounce that thing, but it did do work. Can do work because it can exert characters, but yeah, exactly what you said
So we
happened.
bounce back that. Yep. Bounce back to Elsa. We got a 3/7. Can take a shot from the Scrooge.
Because next turn you could just play the Elsa again, tap the Scrooge, take it out with both, the Madam and the Elsa, and the
Yep, and
Madam.
then smart move moving that over into the castle. Get
Mhm,
some draw off of it.
yep, but look at that, more uninkables in Gary's hand.
Yeah, one would
Yep,
say he's a little bricked up right now.
yep, but this does make sense though. He wants to put that on the bodyguard to protect the Scrooge.
Yeah, that was a good play.
All right, so here, yeah, he drew a card because there was a character in the Queen's castle, drew a Maleficent, and drew a Tipo. There's a couple things that he can do here. Okay. Play the Maleficent to draw a card. He drew a Magical Maneuvers.
Here we go with the Diablo now.
Yep. Yep. Putting him in the Queen's castle so he can draw next turn. So he wanted to put damage on the Madam Mim. Try, hitting the John Silver. Oh, now he got a Madam Mim of his own. Taking out the Queen's castle, which is, yeah, he should.
Scrooge might go ahead and hit Madam Mim, take it out,
Take it out.
get rid of that threat there. The
Yep.
moving damage at the beginning of the turn could be dangerous. Yeah,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
take out Mim.
100%. So now what is Gary going to do here? With all that on inkables, maybe inking the Madam Mim is the play.
So it brings him to 7.
Yeah,
Play a Hades.
I think what he's thinking is, does he really want a Hades, a Diablo, or a Maleficent, though? I think maybe he's considering just casting the Mim to return one of these characters.
We could always play Cindy as well. And then yep, play
Yep,
Cindy, maybe ink a how far.
I can see that. Yeah, thinking how far I'll go because it's kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, and he's already getting towards that 7 lore. Yep. Now he drew that Mulan.
Yep, which can also trigger the Cindy as well. But
Yep.
here, Kenny drew a Pete. That's pretty good.
A good draw off the top. Let's see what he's gonna prioritize. Maybe dropping that Elsa, taking out the Scrooge to get rid of the some war pressure. Maybe even taking an even trade into John Smith with Diablo
Yeah, yeah.
and get rid of both of them. Or we decided to play the Pete, boost
I
the
would have
Pete.
played the Pete, yeah, and then boost it for next turn. I think passing is actually okay here. Okay, now this is when you play the Hades because you want to take out that. You ramp them a little bit, but
Yeah,
it's okay. Questing for 5, that's a lot. And seeing what Kenny has on board too, it's gonna be difficult for Kenny to try to deal with Gary's board right now.
they drew a Hades.
That's funny because that's what Gary drew too.
Oh yeah, Battle of the Hades now.
Yep.
See what Kenny decides to do. I mean,
Now,
the
so
option to still take up the bodyguard and Scrooge is on the table. Well, we said we're gonna go for potential draw.
yep, and I just wanted to double check the John Smith. Opponents must choose this character for actions and abilities. So he has to choose this John Smith.
Well, that's the only option for the. Okay,
Yeah. So I guess now we're
that's gonna be the
trying to
deal
figure
he's
out.
looking for.
Yeah, that's true. What's the deal? Are you putting John Smith on the bottom, or are you drawing, or giving him two cards? This is a big decision. Yep.
Looks like we went ahead and
Oh,
decided. Well,
well, they undo
there's a little
that.
bit of a take back.
Let's see what's going to happen here.
Maybe he didn't realize
Oh, so he
that. See,
didn't.
we ended up taking out. There we go.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Yep.
A little bit of a take back rule there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was probably the smarter play as well. Getting
Yeah.
rid of that bodyguard.
Mm-hmm. Because you had to target it. There's no choice. I think that was kind of.
Also, look at that big body that Gary drew.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't
Yep.
surprise me that it went straight out on the field as well.
Yep. Now, would you play the Mulan here? No. So he didn't. Drawing and develop, playing the develop. It would be nice to see the two cards that, uh, but we unfortunately can't. But he did choose a Lady Tremaine for that. That's pretty good.
It's a good
Quest,
card to pull.
questing with the Hades.
Magical
All right,
maneuver.
magical maneuvers to bring it back, and then Hades again. That's a good play. Yep, you got to put it on the bottom.
Wasn't much thought there. Just straight to the bottom. Doesn't want to give Kenny any card draw.
Yeah,
Gary have the card advantage currently, up by one, two.
yep. Questing with a Cindy, getting it back from the Mim. Makes sense. Playing the cat. Got a lot of damage bouncers. Gary has. And what is this card? Okay, yeah, this is the one that the
Yeah, the
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Yep.
When it readies at the beginning of your turn, you get extra draw.
Mm-hmm. Using
Not a
that to
bad
take.
card. It's like,
Yep. Now the elephant can just hit the Hades. Yep. Play the Hades. Let's see. What are you targeting?
probably selecting Pinocchio, maybe just to get rid of the card draw option.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he selected. And Pinocchio goes to the bottom.
Yep. Because the Madam Mim can deal with Elsa, and this is really good because playing the Mulan
Nice.
uh gives it Tremaine. It makes the Tremaine worse.
Yeah, it looks like he ended up drawing a strength off of that move on as well.
Mm-hmm. So we got a fox here. Yeah, I think you want to do this first. Then maybe fox the Tremaine so that you can have another removal? Or would you do the Elsa? Maybe I would do the Tremaine.
I think
Oh,
oh,
you did
Elsa
the
play
Elsa.
Tremaine might have been a good play.
That makes sense because then if you play the Tremaine again, you don't know what he can draw and could draw a character
True.
that they don't need. Like they could just let it see like that hook. Colors of the Wind. That's interesting. Yeah, so Kenny does have his Elsa. Chooses to sing Colors of the Wind with Lady Tremaine. And this is pretty good. Because then you would just take out the Captain Hook with the Elsa and then brawl the genie. Yep.
Yeah, the brawl definitely coming in clutch.
And you draw a second star. Not the time you want to draw that card right now.
We do 3 into there, we bounce it
Yeah,
back.
bounce it back and then just replay it again.
When he plays it, what do you think he's choosing? Is he choosing the Tremaine or is he trying to put that Elsa on the bottom?
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe oh, he chose Elsa. Yeah, the Elsa makes
Elsa
sense
definitely
because
probably a good play. Evasive, it's hard to
yep,
deal with.
yeah. Even though the Tremaine quest for 2, you have bodies to deal with it, and it does have 3
Yeah.
damage on it already. Even just hard casting a strength would take care of it too. So that does make sense. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Kenny is in a
Probably what
little
he's
bit of a pickle here. He did get the Peter Pan and has a pirate's life. So he can actually cast both of
real
these
hard draw right
cards.
now. It's a little difficult.
Mhm. Yeah, he can cast both of them, but I don't know if that's the play.
I mean, we definitely slow Gary down using the Pirate's Life.
Mhm. Because if he plays that, he'll be at 13, and if he quests with the Tremaine, he'll be at 15. Or maybe he
And
just
putting more
waits.
pressure on the board.
Yep,
Looks
so he
like we
did
went
do
ahead
that.
and cast the Pirate's Life. Decided
Oh,
not
and
to quest here.
Gary drew his
Drew the
signature
C2,
card.
play the
That is his signature card.
C2.
Quest with 2 and pass. Yeah, that makes sense.
We got a
Play that.
library through the Tremaine in the library.
Mhm. Yep. Trade so that
Get
he
the
can draw.
card
And
draw.
look
Like,
at
here we
that. It
go.
just keeps
Got
drawing what he
Glenn.
needs. That's why Kenny's one of the seasoned vets in this team. Just draw what you need. That easy.
Yeah. That's why he's like, I don't understand what's so hard, guys. Just play the cards and draw more cards.
Yeah, you just draw exactly what you need. No, not hard. Oh, they're playing the Simba. Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Cool. Yep.
Right, Simba 5/7.
You play this character whenever you banish that other character. During your turn, draw 2 cards, discard 2, or deal 2 damage to chosen character. Oh, and you got a sad beast off of that too? All right. This game is very exciting. It's very interesting. Oh, use the draw 2 and discard 2 ability.
Yeah. Decided not to keep either of those, the Pluto or the Beast.
And you got a B prep. Drew the B prep.
You can play it now. Yep.
Yep, and that's what he did.
You go play it now. The
Wonder if
Diablo.
yeah, and he did it the other way around too, like not playing the Diablo first because he's already at 14 lore. I think he wanted to try to race instead of drawing those cards.
Yeah, just late in the game, you probably want to get that race
Mhm.
going.
Yep. Play the Maleficent
Oh,
on there.
there's
Yep.
Maleficent.
Yep. And then I think Kenny has game 1. That's game on board.
Game one in the books.
Kenny's got game 1. Let's go game 2 and see if Gary can even things up. Gary not getting ramp. Well, kind of with the Great Stone Dragon. And I believe Kenny has not mulliganed yet. But I'm assuming that this second star is going to be mulled right away.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. Essentially, that the bell would go away.
Did not
Kept
get
the
turn
bell.
2 ramp, but still has a how far I'll go. So let's see. Inking a Moana and pass. Now let's see what Kenny's going to do. Kenny did not draw a ramp, but he does have a turn 1 play. His favorite Chernobog's followers. Now keep in mind here, his hand is so good, it's gonna be hard to ink. Again, remember, once you ink something, you're not gonna see that card again.
Yeah, and that could be definitely a turning point of the match is inking the wrong card, something that would save you later on.
Mhm. Now, did Gary have the Captain Hook last turn? I did not notice that. Wonder if he just
I believe so. I think he drew into the Zeus.
mhm. But we'll s so he so Kenny did quest with the Chernabogs, went ahead and drew that card.
It was a Lumiere.
Yep. It's one of Kenny's signature cards.
That extra attack on all your characters definitely makes a big impact
Mhm.
going into trades.
Yep. Makes the math a
We'll
lot
see
more
what happens
complicated.
as far as when he plays it. Lumiere already.
Yep. So there's a fairy godmother. I don't know what that fairy godmother does, I'll be honest. Oh, okay. Yeah. Challenger +3, return it to your hand. Yep. So he gone ahead and went with the ramp. The Great Stone. Oh no, not yet. Sorry. The Great Stone Dragon enters exerted
Yeah, so next turn he'll be looking to
next
ramp.
turn. But there's nothing in his discard. So I think he's trying to bait him out, trying to have the Lumiere hit the Captain Hook so that he can use the Great Stone. But no,
He
not
didn't
gonna
fall
do
for the
it.
bait.
Didn't fall for the bait. Kenny's too smart for that. Thinking of Pluto to
Ink
play
up Pluto.
to play a
And
genie. Yep.
that Chimpo's gonna be a game changer that he just drew into.
Yep. It's a 4/7 bodyguard. It's a big butt right there.
Like we went ahead and threw a Dumbo down past turn. I think Kenny
Yep.
recognizes that there is nothing in the discard for him to ink.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to give him the opportunity.
Using the genie to sing Zeus on the Dumbo. Inking the ground Matala and probably playing one of the bodyguards.
And does that Great Stone Dragon, does that allow you to ink uninkable cards from your discard?
As long as it's a character card,
Okay.
it has to be a character. All right, so now we're here at Kenny's turn. He drew a Cusco. Now there's a couple options that Kenny can do here. He can ink the Cusco and play the Hades, but again, we got to target the John Smith. John Smith is on the board. Even if he's not exerted, you got to target him. Do the same thing with the Elsa as well. Have to target the John Smith, which makes sense. It's the only thing that's unexerted anyway. Then you also have to keep in mind that you're giving
John
fodder to
Smith.
the Great Dragon.
It's true. The John Smith choosing to be a problem again in game two.
Hmm. Again, and the decision of inking is just so important here. Running one ofs, we're not going to see those cards again after you ink them. Yep. So it
He
goes.
decided to ink that Cusco.
Yep.
Potentially going to play, I'm assuming the Hades, yeah.
Hmm. So Hades
And
on the
happy
John
to
Smith.
select John Smith.
Oh, and it lets him draw. Interesting.
Choosing him
John
to
Smith is
draw.
a seems to yeah. He's got a value to John Smith. Yep. Now it's Gary's turn. He drew his signature card. Drew his signature card. Quest with the genie, and I don't know if he's gonna do anything else. Yeah, well, what can can he do here? All right, so go ahead and play the Elsa. You got to tap the John Smith. Okay. Now he's going to give Challenger plus. Okay. Got to take back. Use the Hades. Taking it out. Okay. Giving Challenger to the Elsa to take out the Genie. Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Definitely had a challenge into that board. He was getting a little too wide and out of control.
Yep. Making a Pirate's Life and pass. Yeah. Yep. Got to control the board as well. So sacrifice that hook on that Hades. Now you got fodder for the Great Dragonstone. Ink the Sisu, or yeah, quest with the Sisu. Look at the top two cards. Put one in the hand and the one in the bottom.
We're
Smash
choosing
is
this
really
match.
good.
We're gonna
That's really good.
probably play into that Elsa later.
Yeah, or the Lumiere. Got choices. There's still two more characters in Gary's discard pile for the Great Stone Dragon.
Definitely makes a difference for sure. Being able
Oh,
to ink.
yep,
See what Kenny is playing down. Almost probably thinking about getting that Pete down and boosting it.
yep. Also can do the Queen's Castle as well to put some pressure on the board.
Queen's Castle might not be a bad play.
To Queen's
The
Castle
seven defense for sure pose a problem.
yep. And just on the board itself is not enough to deal with the Queen's Castle, so he could draw two cards with it. Let's see what we're doing here. Did we sing? I think we sang How Far I'll Go with the Elsa.
That looks like that.
Yep.
So how far I'll go. Looks like we got a Peter Pan.
Yep. We got Peter Pan from the How Far I'll Go. Oh, it took a different card. So it was an Yzma and a Peter Pan that was in the How Far I'll Go.
Ultimately decided for the Yzma.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Gary using his signature card, getting a Sven. That's very good. Yep. Because if now keep in mind the Sven is going to die because the Lumiere gives it +1 strength.
Now maybe we use Smash, get Lumiere out of here.
Maybe there's an undo here. We'll see. Yep. You want
Yeah,
to
undo.
smash the Lumiere first.
Yeah, there we
Yep.
go.
And they use a Sven to take out the Elsa. Greystone Dragon
Great.
to put something in there, and then Quest with the Chenpo. Yep, you want to protect that Sisu. It's giving you your card advantage. Yeah, and I think Gary's trying to think if he's going to ink or not. Yeah, he decides to pass.
Yeah, that card advantage, especially in the singleton format, you see how big of a difference that makes.
Yep. Again, we're playing singleton, so card advantage is definitely a must. Now, Kenny drew a Rider, an evasive threat. Yep. So playing the Hades, want to deal 2 damage to the Pete so he can draw 2 cards. Drew a Palace Guard and a Super Goof. Let's see what's going to happen here. He
One of my
can.
favorite cards. So
Yep.
times past.
I remember that. So decides to boost in quests. Gets a they never come back, or they never came back.
User that never came back on.
You can't cast it yet. He's gonna have to cast
Oh,
it
no,
next
yeah,
turn.
next turn.
Like you said, card advantage very important. Needing that Pete to get a little bit of card advantage there. Questing with the CC of this. Aurora is a really
Check
good
out
draw.
Pete with Chimpo. Or do we sing removal?
Sing removal. Yep, I can see
Mm,
that. Then I
good
would play
play.
the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, play the Yzma. Think that. Yep, play the Aurora. Now everything is warded. So now they never came back. Really can't touch anything except for the Aurora, who's not exerted. Playing the Rider, playing the Super Goof. Yep, playing the one jump. So now it looks like Gary's in full control of this game at the moment.
Yeah, and then being able to trigger Easement next turn, getting you a few more cards to be able to pop off.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, you go to 18 unless anything is removed. We put them on a quick clock.
Yep. I do not like that cheese. But I think that he is going to draw with the Yzma. Yeah, I would. Yep, do that. Play the Pete. Boost it. Draw with Yzma. Oh, and now you get the second star. This is really good. I think
Did we sing
Gary's gonna
second
have this
star?
one. I don't think so, or maybe not yet. I think what Gary wants to do is go to 19 and sing or cast second star and have Kenny draw cards. If I'm a betting man, I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything that Kenny can do to get back from the situation.
Yeah, I think you're right. Using that never came back on Aurora. The only option.
Mm-hmm. The only option. Gain 2 lore from that.
Kind of
Yeah,
a whole
because
board at Chimpo.
Chenpo was a 3-for-1. That's pretty amazing. So let's see if he is gonna do that. If he's gonna sing the second star and have Kenny draw cards. No, he didn't. He didn't. That's good. Now we
1-1
got
going to game 3.
game 3. This is what we wanted. We wanted to have these exciting games from our two seasoned veterans.
100%.
Yep. So both players do not open with ramp. Gary did mulligan, did not get ramp. There we go. Okay, how many times has he played turn one Chernobog's followers? It's crazy that it's a one-off deck and he gets it every single time. So Simba playing a
Seems very
Mulan.
consistent for a singleton match.
See, now he gets the one jump off the Mulan trigger.
Yeah, but what are we going to throw away now?
Maybe the Chernobog's followers? Oh, well, the Hades, yeah. I mean, the Hades is removal, but he's not going to be casting that for quite a while. So back to Kenny. Kenny drew a bell. Questing with the Chernobog's followers. I must. Oh, okay. Did not want to pop it. Oh, okay, because they're playing the Madam Mim. Yep, that makes sense. Now here,
He drew into a friend.
would you play the black heron or would you play the one jump? Okay, he played the one jump. So I was thinking you could sing it next turn, but yeah, you kind of want to get the ramping when the
Mhm.
ramping is good. Played an Elsa, draw a
That's
card,
true.
you drew a B prep. Quest one with a Mim, that makes sense. And then passing the turn, playing the heron, I play the bird, and pass.
Iago coming down now, definitely going to play a big part of the game, being such a big threat as a 4/6 evasive.
Mm-hmm. But look at that. Just drew just drew his own Iago.
Potential battle of the birds coming up.
Yep. Battle of the Evasives. Think he's trying to think of what he wants to ink here. I don't know if he wants to ink the Maleficent Dragon, but
And maybe
yeah,
we Pinocchio.
could
We already
be.
have quite a bit of cards in hand.
Yeah, but when are you gonna cast this? It's kind of far off. But yeah, there you go. He did choose your line of play. Playing a Merlin to draw a card. Yep, that makes sense.
I think Pinocchio on board would have been a huge target. Definitely been able to get taken out by the Iago or even the spin that Gary's holding.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But then I see for next turn, there you go.
So we drew
There's a
into an
couple of
Elsa.
options here. So Sank Friends, yep. Okay. Gary's hand is really good. It's really good. I think you may want
And
to
maybe Incapala.
ink. No, yeah, okay. I was
Yeah,
thinking about that. I would play the Tala because then it's card draw or it replaces herself. Ink the Pluto and pass. Yeah. So here, what can Kenny do? Kenny can play a bird of his own, play the Moana. There's a lot of evasives that he has on here. The Yzma might not be the play at the moment, having so much cards in his hand.
you just book and get more cards.
Or you can ink the Moana, play the book, and play the Peter Pan as well.
Playbook,
Okay, so he played
popping
the
that
book to
just to
pop
get
the
the
book.
draw.
He wants to see what other options he can get.
Yeah, always got to go for the draw first.
He can easily, yeah,
Ink
that
it,
makes sense
please.
to ink it because you won't be able to use it anytime soon. That's what I'm assuming.
Fair.
There's yeah nothing else that he can
And
do
then we
there.
got the location as well. The location can play part.
So here, seeing how far I'll go with Grandma Tala, just like the olden days. Keeping a rabbit, playing a genie to draw a card. Yep, that makes sense. And what he's
Got a
probably going to want
fox
to ink
off the
here.
bat.
Yeah, ink the Aurora, quest with Iago and pass, or should he? I think he was thinking of questing about with the Milan too, but decides against it. Now, Kenny drew a Scrooge McDuck,
Scrooge.
staple for the Jollibee deck.
Definitely a really good card, even though it's uninkable.
Hmm.
Can turn that card into a huge card, and then with the bounce package being able to be added in here, being able to get that card draw from there.
Yep, playing a writer. So it
Player
looks like
rider
he's
evasive.
trying to get his evasive package on. Probably want to play the Scrooge as well. Or he may be thinking to save it because he does have B prep in his hand.
Potentially.
Because he can B prep next turn.
With a trade for the
Okay.
taller.
Yep. Maybe he's trying to bait it out. Make Gary play more stuff. Okay, drew a dock.
Not very helpful when he has a full hand of cards, but
Right.
could come in handy down the road if he chooses not to play it yet.
Does ink that for the library. Okay, that makes sense. Now, this turn might be a B prep turn because if he puts everything in the library and the B prep happens, that is not good news for Kenny.
Yeah, he might jump in right now. So to prep the board.
Yeah, playing this library was really good on Gary's part.
Yeah, he definitely read the room when it came to ink levels.
Hmm. Yeah, now we're deciding on what to ink here. So I think this may be a B prep turn.
Do you think maybe ink that develop in the hand?
It could be. The thing is, I'm thinking he needs. He's trying to think if he needs card draw. But then, yeah,
Yeah, ink to
eventually.
develop, play the prep.
Hmm. So would you? I don't know. Would he play the Sven here, or would he just move the Merlin into the library? Probably. Yeah, that's what I thought. Play the Sven. Put a little bit more pressure on because you know that there is not another board wipe.
Yeah, save from board wipe now.
Of course, you draw Tipo when you need him the most. Thank you for the free ink,
Best card in the
Tipo.
game, win championships with Tipo.
That's right. You do win championships with Tipo. Now, what are the options here for Kenny?
So you got 8 ink,
Yeah, play the Iago
Iago drops,
and the
pan
pan.
drops.
Yep, to take it out because the pan gives it rush. That's pretty good.
Yeah, smart play.
Play the Hades. Probably playing the Hades on the Iago.
Yeah,
At this point, I
that'd
think
be the better
he's going to
choice.
be drawing two. Gary might be drawing two here. The Iago's kind of important here.
Yeah,
Yep.
having him on board. Yep, you're right. Detrimental to board state, making sure Iago stays.
Hmm. Then here, I don't think you need the Greatstone Dragon anymore. You have a lot of ink. Maybe ink the Greatstone and play the Angel.
I think that'd
Oh,
probably be a good
oh,
choice. Oh, I decided to play
okay.
Greatstone. Hmm.
Guess, yeah, I mean, there is a lot of characters in his, and he's only at 6 lore, so I guess I can see that option too. Drew a Hades, though. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. He also has that Maleficent Dragon. He would need to ink
Maybe
to
we
cast
Hades
that.
the Hades.
Let's see what. Okay, so ink the Cheshire, play the Scrooge. Okay, you play the Scrooge and play the Hades as well. Probably putting the other Hades in the inkwell. Yep. Oh my gosh, this Madam Mim is gonna draw him some cards. That's what it's looking. I quest with the Merlin, play the Madam Mim, draw a card. I missed the bounce package.
So good. I wish it would come back.
Yeah, it won't, but we can dream.
It's
We can
too
dream.
broken. At least like we drew a Cindy off of that.
Hmm. Play it. Yep, makes sense. Play it again. There's a lot of uninkables in his hand too, so if he wants to play that angel, he's going to need to ink the scuttle, or he can
Might be the
play the
play. I
Cindy. Yep.
think we maybe toss grab your sword if we want to use the angel trigger. No.
No, he wants to keep the grab your swords because he can use grab your swords and to kill the Iago next turn, and then
Hmm.
it's also going to kill the Scrooge too if he uses the Angel's ability, the snowball ability.
That's a good call.
But then here
We
you
drew
you
a
see
shark.
you drew a shark. Is that yeah? Use the Maleficent Dragon. You want to take out the Angel. Yep, that makes sense. Quest with the Hades. Yep, that makes sense. Quest with the Iago. Maybe quest with the Scrooge too. I mean, it trades with the Mim, but he'll okay.
He
Decides
valued
not
that
to.
Scrooge
And
on board.
Tipo. Gary must be laughing right now, drawing that Tipo.
We're talking about greatest of all time, Tipo.
Yes, I am. Always there when you need him.
When he rotates out next set,
Yeah, it'll be funny if he does rotate out, but he's still there. Plays a grab your swords. Okay, that took care of the Iago. What else could be done here? Yeah. Oh, and he drew the Zeus. Play the Zeus on the yeah on Maleficent and play the Tipo. They see there you go.
all right, here we go. Tipo's gonna win the game. Smart
And he
play for the Zeus on the dragon,
yeah
slaying it.
drew that Zeus like nobody's business. Queen's Castle. That makes sense. You want to? Yep. I was thinking
We're
if
just
you
setting up that card draw.
yeah, and I think there's a he could quest. He could quest. It still doesn't die, but I think he wants to keep it in there for right now. So
Yeah,
here,
probably wants to avoid anything with potential rush.
mhm, probably hard cast second star. Yep, that's it. Hard cast second star.
Here we go. Full
That's
card
a
advantage
lot of
now.
cards. That is a lot of good cards that Gary drew. My goodness.
Maybe play the broom.
Yeah, play the broom. I don't think he needs to ink anything here because he can. Well, that yeah, he could do that too.
Going to start placing damage on the castle.
Hmm. So there's a okay. So he drew a goat from the Queen's Castle. Drew a Merlin crab for turn. So what do we do here? Boosting.
Let's see here.
Eight ink available. Could be nine, but I think he wants to keep that let it go in hand. He needs the removal because he knew Gary draws so much cards. Yep. Play them out. I put it in the Queen's Castle and pass the turn.
Play shark. Take out something. Maybe get a friends or that woodchuck back.
Playing Vincenzo, I probably trying to hit the Scrooge. Oh, takesy backsies. Yeah, that makes more sense. Then probably want to play the Tinkerbell or the Vincenzo. Yep. One, two, three, four, five. See, he still has 7 ink available. 8 if he inks. That's crazy. Yeah, so Gary trying to figure out what the best combination is would be here. Yeah, yeah. Putting the beast in there so he can try to gain some more card advantage. But little does he know that there is a let it go in there. So drew cards with the Queen's Castle because they have a Maui in there. Yep, play the Maleficent to draw a card, see what they can get. Drew this Moana, singing Let It Go on. Yep, the Beast, so you deny that card advantage. Also gaining him a lore as well. Thinking the Moana and passing the turn. So Gary drew a Merlin Crab. Yep, playing the Merlin Crab just to take out that location. I think from here you just empty out your hand.
Yeah, we still have that dock to refill too, so
Hmm You
just
got the
empty
Great
it
Stone
out.
Dragon effect as well.
You see that Chimpo out on the field.
Hmm So big booty right there. Okay, deciding to ink the Yzma. These are good draws right here.
See,
Oh,
so
and he
you
drew his
take out
second star
Chimpo
on his
now.
own too. Yeah, so
Yeah, the
Gary
second star
has
is going to be pivotal.
yep. Gary does have a lot of questing power, but then keep in mind that Kenny's also at 12 lore with a shark on board. The shark can hit the Vincenzo. It won't die, but it will get.
Chimpo is the bodyguard. We have to go into
Oh,
Chimpo
that's right.
first.
You got to go into Chenpo
He's
first.
going to have to trade.
So it will trade with it. You are correct. Don't have any rush characters right now.
Yeah, the Chimpo playing a bigger problem than.
Mm-hmm. It does have a goat in hand. Does have this dragon to tap. The Maleficent won't have enough to banish the Chenpo, even with the +3 challenger from the Merlin Crab. So yeah, Kenny is in a tight spot right now. Yeah, trying to figure out what he can do because he can hard cast uh, second star, but that's basically his turn. He doesn't have enough to
Yeah, I don't know if
sing
there's
it.
any other removal songs. Yeah, he doesn't have Let It Go anymore.
He may, yeah. So quest with okay. So decides to take out the Chenpo. What is he going to be getting back? Getting back B prep. Okay.
Crap.
Yep, that's a good play. Then you could just B prep the board and maybe play the crab. Yep.
You go ahead and reset everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So playing the Queen's Castle, playing the Moana, putting it in the Queen's Castle. Use that, and you can also ink with Moana as well, but he chooses not to. So Popsicle to draw, gets a Lumiere. Yep, plays all those big bodies. He wants to try to challenge that queen's castle next turn, just so that it only gets one trigger off of it. Now, Kenny's probably deciding he's at 14. 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah,
Revision here again. Wish we could see what he's looking at on the vision.
getting a finder's keepers. Has all that ink. Might as well
The
just
amount of ink is
cast it. Yep. He drew his card. He drew his Sisu. But would it be enough? Because he can cast the Sisu, cast the Captain Hook, and then he can strength the two
I mean, he
quester
can even cast them. Mhm. 22 plus.
and cast the bell after. Yep. So this is coming after a Bree prep. This is a really good comeback here from Gary.
Yeah, I was able to create that wide board state again, and he's gonna have to. The king's gonna have to turn sideways to be able to get rid of this queen's
Hmm.
castle.
Yep. Or else he would be drawing four cards. Maybe you want to put just characters on the board, play the Lumiere, play the Mickey, try to and then take out the Queen's Castle with the Merlin, the two Merlins. Or you can just
And then having
hard
that
cast Second
Lumiere on
Star.
board is gonna make him 4-3 and a 5-3. So whatever goes into him is gonna trade too.
Hmm.
You're right about getting bodies on the board. Let's see if he takes out castle.
That's actually smart.
Smart play.
Yep. Because he needed just that one to take it out. And he takes out the Moana with that as well.
Definitely a really good play. Are there some of the best here? Going
Yep.
at it here. Game
Oh,
three.
and he gets the John Smith. That's a really good draw. I think this might be it. And those two questers as well. Yeah. He's going to need another B prep.
But unfortunately, no shark to bring it back.
These were three exciting games. Not going to lie. Really happy I got to cast this with
You
you,
got
man.
the
It
edge
was
of my seat.
really cool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to see if there's anything that Kenny can do. But I think we're just too wide at this point on Gary's side.
Yeah, he has game on board. Only can quest for two to put him at 17. I don't think there's anything that he can play with two or three ink after casting Second Star to get that extra three lore.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if anything, if anyone
Maybe
can get
we
out
just
of this
pop the
mess,
top
it's
table
Kenny.
just to see what we can get. Yeah, that's true. And he finds a way. He seems to be between a rock and a hard place at this point, and that rock being John Silver
Yep,
or John Smith.
John Smith.
John Smith, a 3/6 bodyguard, quest for two.
The Fairy Godmother quest for two too. It's everything he has pretty much quest for two except for the hook. Because he can't take out everything. Yeah. Because then the Madam Mim.
I mean, just with the bell, John Smith, and Godmother, that's game.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm trying to
Then
think
we're
there's
still looking at
yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any way, but anything that you hit on the John Smith just dies, and the Madam Mim can't has to bounce something for it to be effective. Questing with the Lumiere. Okay. And then playing the Madam Mim. Oh, he just hit the second star. Oh, and they never came back. But oh, that I mean
Well, we
that
got
makes him survive one
two.
more turn. If he keeps the John Smith and the bell tapped. Oh, I thought it was gonna
Knowing
keep
to play.
I thought it was gonna keep the he would have been at 19, I think, but
Yeah,
writing's on the wall. I think it was a pretty it was pretty close between all three matches. So that was pretty exciting to see. Expect nothing less
definitely a
from the two
fun game.
veterans, right? So Gary wins this match 2-1. Those are really exciting matches. Really exciting matches.
Yeah, definitely nail biters. So much fun to see. So much fun to cast with you, JJ.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise. Likewise. Well, thank you so much all for watching. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.